Ladies and gentlemen, the power of obsession. What separates the good from the great? What draws the line between those who try and those who win? It's not just talent, not just opportunity. It's obsession. Obsession is the heartbeat of the relentless. It's the reason some people rise at 4 a.m. while the rest of the world sleeps. It's the drive that keeps you working, studying, grinding, while others are binge-watching or wasting time. If you want to make 2025 the year you finally break through, you have to stop dabbling in your dream and start becoming obsessed with it. Because make no mistake, obsessed wins. Every single time. And if you're not obsessed, someone else is. They're training harder. They're studying more. They're chasing your spot. So let's get real. Let's talk about how to turn your goals into a fire that never dies. Obsession isn't a dirty word. In fact, it's your greatest weapon. When you're obsessed, you don't need motivation. You have purpose. You don't wait for a perfect moment. You create one. Obsession will carry you through setbacks, pain, rejection, and fear. It makes you immune to distraction. When you're obsessed, people will call you crazy, intense, maybe even antisocial. Let them talk. You're not here to fit in. You're here to stand out. Success in today's world doesn't come from being average. It doesn't come from trying hard some of the time. It comes from showing up every day, every hour, every moment like it's your last shot. Look at champions, athletes, entrepreneurs, legends. They don't treat success like a hobby. They treat it like war. You don't get to relax into greatness. You have to fight for it, bleed for it, sacrifice for it. That's what obsession does. It makes you fierce. Think about your dream right now. Are you obsessed with it? Or are you flirting with it? Are you willing to lose sleep, to face criticism, to work while others rest, to push past your limits, just to have a shot at it? That's the standard. That's what it takes. Audit your life. Eliminate what's not serving your dream. Cut it. Till it. Clear space for obsession. Track every hour. Use your time like it's gold because it is. Build unbreakable routines. Discipline creates momentum. Momentum builds obsession. Read what others won't. Study the greats. Model their obsession. This is just the beginning. Over the next 7 hours, we're going to destroy every excuse, smash every limit, and rewrite the script you've been handed. If you're ready to become obsessed with your future, stay locked in. Burn the backup plan. Let me ask you something real. Why do you keep giving yourself a way out? Why is there always a plan B? Why do you keep one foot in your comfort zone while the other dips into your dream? That's not obsession. That's hesitation, disguised as caution. That's fear, pretending to be logic. If you want to become unstoppable, you need to burn the backup plan. Lynn, you need to stop entertaining the idea of failure like it's some polite guest you're afraid to offend. Obsession doesn't leave room for doubt. It burns bridges. It slams doors. It builds walls between you and the average life. If you're not all in, you're already out. Body. Motivation that cuts through comfort. Here's the truth no one wants to say out loud. Safety kills dreams. The safety net you're so proud of, It's the same net that's catching you every time you fall short, every time you give up early, every time you don't give 100%. And because you know you'll be caught, you know you have options. But winners don't want options. They want the win. They want the trophy. They want the throne. And they know that the only way to get there is by cutting off every exit that doesn't lead to greatness. When you're obsessed, failure isn't something you accept. It's fool. It's the voice that says, "Get up. Try again. You're not done yet." The obsessed don't need pep talks. They don't need approval. And they sure as hell don't need a backup plan. You think Kobe had a plan B? You think Elon Musk created a fallback career? You think Serena Williams told herself, "If this doesn't work out, I'll just try something else"?
Well,
No, they were all in. Every day. Every breath. That's what obsession looks like. Your backup plan is not saving you. It's enslaving you. It's watering down your intensity. It's splitting your focus. And in a world where only the obsessed win, split focus is a death sentence. You can't serve two masters, your dream and your fear. Choose one. Mindset shift. How to go all in. Delete the exit routes. Unsubscribe from the distractions. Quit romanticizing your fallback. Make your dream your identity. This isn't just something you do. It's who you are now. Get public. Tell people what you're going to do. Now you're accountable. Now you have pressure. Pressure builds champions. Level up your environment. Surround yourself with the obsessed. The lazy won't understand you. Let them go. You can't fake obsession. You either bleed it or you don't. The people at the top, they didn't get there by luck. They got there because they made success the only option. It wasn't what if this works. It was I will make this work, or I will die trying. And if that sounds extreme to you, you are not ready. But if that woke something up inside you, something savage and real and hungry, you're in the right place. Don't stop here. The fire you feel, that's the beginning. Stay with me for the next hour. We're going to tear down the comfort mindset and rebuild your grind with steel. If you're obsessed, prove it. Stay tuned. Keep pushing, because obsessed doesn't rest, and neither do you. They'll laugh until you win. Let's talk about the part of the journey they don't post on social media. The part where nobody believes in you, where they roll their eyes at your dream, where the only time your name comes up is when they're mocking your hustle. Listen to me. They'll laugh until you win. That's the law of obsession. People can't understand obsession until it produces results, until the same grind they joked about turns into the very thing they envy. You want validation? Don't ask for it. Earn it in silence, in suffering, in sacrifice. Because right now, they might call you crazy. Later, they'll call you unstoppable. Rewrite the narrative. Every obsessed person faces ridicule before respect. Why? Because average people hate what they don't understand. They can't wrap their heads around waking up early, staying late, skipping parties, missing weekends, or turning down comfort for progress. They think you're extreme, but here's what they don't realize. Every breakthrough in history started with obsession. No, every single one of them was laughed at, marked, doubted, until their work silenced every critic. You will be misunderstood, you will be underestimated, and you will be overlooked. Good. Let it fuel you. Don't fight for their approval. Fight for the outcome.
Let the results scream louder than their opinions ever could. Turn doubt into fuel. Here's how obsessed people use doubt as energy. They document everything. Because one day, it'll be proof. That basement grind, that lonely gym session, that third job you work just to invest in your dream. Save it. It's your origin story. They stop explaining themselves. You don't owe them an explanation. Results don't need a caption. We need a sadness. Results don't need a caption. They outlast the noise. Haters don't have the endurance to keep up. You do. They build in silence. While others are talking, you're building. While they joke, you prepare. There's no straight path to greatness. It's not all applause and praise. At first, it's silence, then skepticism, then mockery, then curiosity, then, finally, respect. That's how it always works. Don't rush it. I'll grind it. Every hater, every doubter, every friend who fell off when the journey got real, they're part of the process. Let them go. You've got work to do. This isn't about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. And if you're truly obsessed, you're not chasing their approval anyway. You're chasing the best version of yourself. And that person doesn't stop for noise. Keep the obsession alive. This is where the weak give up and the obsessed level up. Stay with me. We're just getting started. Hour 4 is going to take that fire inside you and turn it into focus. No more reacting, just building. No more distractions, just discipline. Let's keep going. They laughed at you. Good. Give them a front row seat to your success.
Discipline. The fuel that feeds obsession. You can be inspired. You can be passionate. You can have a fire in your gut that burns hotter than anyone else's. But if you don't have discipline, none of it matters. Let me say it loud and clear. Discipline is what separates the obsessed from the wishful.
Discipline is the difference between wanting it and working for it. It's the quiet work done when nobody's watching. It's showing up on the days you don't feel like it. It's sticking to your plan when distractions call your name. Motivation is the spark. Discipline is the engine. And if you want to win every single time, that engine needs to run nonstop. Obsession isn't always loud. When you're truly obsessed, it doesn't always look flashy. Sometimes it looks boring, repetitive, exhausting. It's not just the highlight reel you see on social media. It's the early alarms, the lonely nights, the repeated reps, the late nights grinding while others sleep. And it's discipline that carries you through those moments. The ability to say, I'm tired, but I'll still show up. I'm frustrated, but I'll keep going. I'm not seeing results yet, but I will not quit. Obsession wins because discipline refuses to give in to emotions. Feeling lazy, discipline says, show up. Feeling discouraged, discipline says, keep pushing. Feeling bored, discipline says, stay focused. Feeling like quitting, discipline says, remember why you started. Obsession wins because discipline refuses to give in to emotions. Feeling lazy, discipline says show up. Feeling discouraged, discipline says keep pushing. Feeling bored, discipline says stay focused. Feeling like quitting, discipline says remember why you started. Build your discipline. Let's break it down. How do you build the kind of discipline that fuels obsession? Have a ruthless routine. Not a cute little schedule that looks good on paper. A real, daily grind that you stick to even when it hurts. Sleep, eat, train, build. Repeat. Track your actions, not your feelings. Motivation lies. Discipline logs. Don't judge your progress by your emotions. Judge it by your execution. Eliminate the option to quit. Remove Plan B. Burn the boats. Give yourself no exit but success. That's how obsessed people operate. Keep your goal in sight daily. Put it on your wall, on your phone, in your bathroom mirror. The more often you see it, the harder it is to ignore. Measure consistency over intensity. Anybody can go hard for one day. Winners go hard every day. Truth bomb. Nobody's coming to save you. If you're still waiting for the perfect moment, you're losing. If you're still hoping someone is going to come and save you, you're fooling yourself. No one's coming. The obsessed already know that. That's why they train like their life depends on it. Because to them, it does. Discipline isn't optional. It's essential. It's you either own your schedule or your excuses will own you. You either take control of your habits or your habits will control your destiny. Every hour wasted is an hour someone else used to get better. And they're not better because they're more talented. They're better because they showed up when you didn't. This is how obsessed people think. They don't say, I'll do it when I feel like it. They say, I'll do it until I become unstoppable. They don't ask, what's the minimum I can do? They ask, what else can I do? They don't wait for inspiration. They create it with consistent, deliberate, disciplined effort. Lock in for what's next. If this hour lit a fire under you, then don't let it fade. Don't log off and forget everything you heard. Apply it. Use it. Own it. Hour 5 is coming, and it's going to take everything you've learned about obsession and stack it into elite-level execution. This isn't just a speech. It's your wake-up call. Obsession wins because discipline never clocks out. Stay locked in. Pressure builds greatness. Why the obsessed crave it? Let's talk about something most people run from. Pressure. While the average person dodges it, the obsessed chase it. Why? Because they understand one powerful truth. Pressure isn't a problem. It's a privilege. It means you're playing at a high level. It means your choices matter. It means you're not hiding anymore. Pressure exposes the weak and polishes the strong. It doesn't break people. It reveals who was never built to last. If you want to rise to the top, you must learn to perform when it's hard, execute when it hurts, and dominate when the heat is on. This hour is about turning pressure into your personal weapon. Because if you can thrive under it, you can outlast, outperform, and outwin everyone in the room. The obsessed thrive under pressure. Let's make one thing clear. People who win consistently aren't just talented. They're forged by stress. They didn't break under pressure, they broke through. The obsessed don't crumble when they're doubted. They don't slow down when the path gets rough. They elevate. That's what separates good from great. That's what builds legends. Ask yourself this: do you want comfort or do you want greatness? Are you chasing easy or are you chasing elevation? Are you avoiding challenges or are you hunting them down? Because pressure is the price of elevation. Champions don't ask to be rescued. They say, "Put it on my shoulders. I'll carry the weight. I was built for this." How to convert pressure into progress. Here's how the obsessed master pressure. Shift your perspective. Stop seeing pressure as a threat. Start seeing it as the arena where greatness is made. Breathe and reset. When chaos hits, the obsessed slow their breath, steady their mind, and execute. Stay composed when others collapse. Train your mind daily. Read, journal, visualize. Mental reps are just as real as physical ones. Build your mental armor every day. Put yourself in high-pressure environments on purpose. Speak when it's uncomfortable. Lead when you're unsure. Compete when it's risky. That's how you grow. Repeat after me. I perform better under pressure. Make it your identity. Say it. Believe it. Become it. Real talk. Pressure is proof you're on the right path. If you're feeling pressure, that means you're close to something real. It means you're pushing past average. It means you're stepping into your potential. And that's why most people back down. Because pressure strips away their excuses. It exposes who's in it for clout and who's in it for legacy. But if you're obsessed, you know that pressure is fuel. It's energy. It's opportunity. It's the signal that the game is getting real. And that's when the obsessed play their best. Winners are made in moments of pressure. Think about the greats. Kobe, Jordan, Tiger, Serena. They didn't become legends because of how they played when it was easy. They became legends because of what they did when everything was on the line. When the clock was ticking. When failure was waiting. When millions were watching. And you might not have a stadium full of fans watching you, but your future is. And it's asking one question. Will you fold under pressure, or will you rise and dominate? Get ready to level up. If you've made it this far, that means you're different. You don't want average. You want to be dangerous. You want to be elite. You want to win every single time. What you're willing to sacrifice reveals how bad you want it. The truth about obsession. Something has to go. Let's get something straight right now. You don't become obsessed by adding more. You become obsessed by cutting away everything that doesn't serve your purpose. If you want to be great, if you want to be legendary, you have to start sacrificing like it. The difference between someone who wants to win and someone who will win is in what they're willing to give up. This hour isn't about hype. This hour is about real decisions. Because obsession isn't convenient, it's costly. And the question is, are you ready to pay the price? If you're still trying to keep your old habits, your distractions, your comfort zones, you're not obsessed. You're pretending. And pretending doesn't get results. Obsession demands sacrifice. This hour will show you why. What are you willing to burn? People say they want to win. People scream they want to succeed. But you look at their life and it's cluttered with comfort. They're not obsessed. They're overcommitted to mediocrity. If you want to rise, you have to let go. What does sacrifice look like for the obsessed? Sleep, if necessary. Winners get rest, but not when it costs them momentum. Parties, comfort, fake friendships. You don't need company. You need commitment, entertainment, and escape. You want Netflix or next level results? You choose. Validation. The obsessed don't care about applause. They care about legacy. Excuses. The power of saying no. Winners aren't defined by what they say yes to. They're defined by what they're willing to say no to. No to laziness, PP, no to average, no to waiting, no to wasting another day. Obsessed people live different. They think different. They move different. And that's why they're rare. The ones who win are the ones who gave up everything that wasn't aligned with their mission. Real examples, the price of greatness. PPA. Look at any elite performer. Athletes, CEOs, creators. They all made sacrifices. Kobe Bryant woke up at 4 a.m. to get more practice in before most even rolled out of bed. Elon Musk worked 100-hour weeks, sleeping on factory floors. David Goggins pushed through broken legs and internal demons to become elite. They paid in blood, sweat, time, and energy. And now they get the results people dream about. Because results don't come free. They're earned through sacrifice. What are you willing to let go of? If you want to live like the obsessed, you need to audit your life. What's stealing your time? What's killing your momentum? What are you still holding on to that's holding you back? Until you start cutting the unnecessary, you won't have space for the extraordinary. You have to burn the bridges behind you, so there's no going back. That's obsession. That's commitment. That's the mindset that wins. Obsession demands everything, but it gives back more. People say it's too much, that obsession is unhealthy, that giving everything is too intense. Let them talk. Let them watch. Because while they're criticizing, you'll be capitalizing. While they're distracted, you be dominating. You don't get extraordinary results from ordinary effort. Sacrifice is the fool of obsession. It's the price. It's the pain. It's the part most people never see. But when the lights come on and your results are undeniable, they'll wonder how you did it. And you'll know it's because you gave up everything that didn't matter for the one thing that did. Stay obsessed or stay behind. You're almost at the top. You've made it through 6 hours. That's not by accident. That's a reflection of who you are becoming. Stay with this. Stay locked in. Hour 7 is going to take you deeper into the mindset of the obsessed, into how to become relentless, no matter what stands in your way. So here's the challenge. Audit your life. Cut the distractions. Say goodbye to average. Commit to the mission. No looking back. Because the truth is this. If you're not willing to sacrifice for your dream will become the sacrifice. Stay focused. Stay obsessed. Let's go. Stay relentless. Obsession doesn't let up. This is the hour most people quit, but not you. Let's make one thing crystal clear. If you made it to hour 7, you were not average. Most people would have quit by now. Most people would have tapped out, made an excuse, moved on to something easier. But not you. You're still here because there's something inside you that refuses to settle. There's a fire. There's a hunger. There's an obsession that doesn't go away. In this hour is about turning that obsession into relentless, unstoppable execution. This is where most people slow down. But you speed up because you understand something they don't. Greatness doesn't stop when it gets hard. Greatness starts when it gets hard. Relentless is a mindset, not a mood. You don't get to be obsessed only on the good days. You don't get to work hard only when you feel like it. The obsessed are relentless, not because it's easy, but because it's who they are. Relentless is when you show up tired, show up unmotivated,
Show up under pressure and dominate anyway. You train your mind to override weakness. You train your actions to overpower your emotions. You don't wait for the perfect moment. You create it with consistent pressure, day in and day out. The world doesn't care how you feel. It reacts to what you do. Stop expecting life to get easier. Stop thinking success will suddenly become convenient. It won't. The world doesn't reward intentions. It rewards results. Relentless people get results, not because they're the smartest or the strongest, but because they never quit. They don't give the world a chance to ignore them. While others are resting, they're refining. While others are procrastinating, they're progressing. While others are hoping, they're hustling. You want to be great? You want to dominate? Then move like it. Fight like it. Grind like it. Be the person who keeps showing up. Success doesn't go to the one who works hard for a week. It goes to the one who keeps showing up after everyone else has faded away. The obsessed do the work, day after day, year after year, without needing a cheer squad, a coach, or applause. They do it because they believe in their mission more than they fear failure. Here's what relentless looks like. No backup plan. No plan B. No if it works out. It's already decided. It's already yours. And every move you make is proof of that decision. What you practice in private will become public power. You don't need people to see you now. You don't need praise today. All you need is the grind. All you need is your obsession. Because eventually the world will catch up. They'll see what you've been building in silence. They'll ask how you did it. And you know you were relentless when they weren't watching. You stayed locked in while they were distracted. You did the work that no one wanted to do. Obsession makes you invisible now, so you can be undeniable later. Protect the mission at all costs. Distractions are still coming. Weakness will still whisper. You will still have moments where quitting looks easy. But you're beyond that now. You've outgrown excuses. You've outgrown mediocrity. You are here to win, and winners protect their mission at all costs. Block the noise. Block the negativity. Be loyal to your obsession. Don't ask, what if it doesn't work? Ask, what if it does, and I gave up too soon? Closing fire. Burnout happens when purpose is missing. People talk about burnout like it's always about doing too much. But real burnout? It happens when you're busy doing the wrong things. When you're chasing something that doesn't light you up. But when you're obsessed, you don't burn out. You burn brighter. You've got one more hour left in this speech, and it is going to bring it all home. But before we get there, I want you to make a decision. Are you going to finish what you started? Are you going to stay obsessed even when the world tells you to relax? Are you going to chase what you said you wanted or fall back into what's comfortable? Because the moment you stop being relentless, you start being irrelevant.
1 hour left. Go all in. You've got 1 more hour. Just one more push. One final chapter. Let's finish this the way champions do, with discipline, fire, and complete commitment. Tap into your power. Stay relentless, because obsessed wins every single time. Finish what you started. This is where legends are made. 1 hour left. All in. No regrets. You've come this far. 8 rounds of fire, pain, discipline, and truth. So let me ask you, are you ready to finish like a champion? Because this isn't just the last of a speech. This is the last hour of the version of you that makes excuses. This is the final breath of the version of you that quits when it gets tough. This is where the old you dies and the obsessed you is born. Most people don't finish. They get inspired, they get excited, and then they fade. But not you. You are here at the end because you've decided something. Left arrow. Mediocrity is not your destiny. Left hour. Excuses will not write your story. Left hour. You're done playing small. Right hour. You are not average. You are obsessed. And this hour seals that in blood. Success isn't a clock out. It's a slice of 2 Big Ten size, blood, clock out job. It's a lifestyle. You don't stop being obsessed after you win once. You don't relax after one achievement. You don't take your foot off the gas because you're ahead. Obsessed people keep going. They keep improving. They keep hunting. They keep hunting. You didn't come this far just to say, that's enough. You came this far because you understand this simple truth. The moment you stop pushing is the moment you start losing. What you do in the dark creates your light. There's no crowd here. No applause, no spotlight. Just you, your grind, your voice, and your fight. But that's where greatness is born, in the dark. When nobody believes in you, when no one's clapping. When all you have is discipline, vision, and an obsession that won't let you quit. This hour isn't about hype. It's about identity. Are you just another dreamer, or are you a finisher? Are you just motivated, or are you possessed by your purpose? Because winners finish. Obsessed people finish. And legends don't just finish. They dominate the finish line. You were built for this. Let's stop pretending like you're not enough. Let's stop acting like you don't have what it takes. Because you do. You always did. You were just too distracted, too comfortable, too surrounded by people who didn't see what you were made of. But now you know. You've survived 7 hours of mental warfare. You've heard the hard truth, stared it down, and refused to blink. You are built for the pressure. You are made for the marathon. You are designed to break limits, not obey them. You don't need permission. You don't need motivation. You need to commit to being the obsessed version of you every single day. Your future is watching. Right now, your future self is watching. Watching to see if you'll finish this. Watching to see if you'll go all in. Watching to see if you really meant all those things you said you wanted. You said you wanted to change. You said you wanted to win. You said you were done making excuses. Then prove it. Let your future self be proud. Let your future family, your legacy, your name stand for something real. Because the truth is this: the world only remembers the ones who refuse to quit. The ones who stayed obsessed long after others gave up. And you're becoming one of them.
Make the decision now. Stop starting and stopping. Stop beginning over and over. You heard every word. You've made it to the final round. Now it's time to execute. Get up earlier. Stop deeper. Stop train longer. Stop focus deeper. Stop focus deeper. Focus deeper. Become obsessed.
This is your reminder that success isn't given to the most talented. It's earned by the most obsessed. Every single time. No more waiting. No more hoping. No more half effort. This is your time. This is your moment. Be obsessed or be forgotten.